Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures, videos, emails, and links. And if there's anything that you want to send me for a video, my email's in the description box below. This first email comes in from a community member, and she said, Oregon has had mail in ballots since my son was in elementary school. He's 32 now. And the local post office here has not postmarked any mail outgoing from Medford, Oregon. Instead, it's going up to Portland. I was not aware of this even had happened until I read about it in the last couple of days. This can be very concerning with the elections. And gee, they decided to try during the election year. Maybe we should redo the May elections that we just had and make sure all the votes are counted. Another sneaky way to mess with the outcome. I copied and pasted parts of an article. It said the Southern Oregon American Postal Worker Union is holding a rally on Saturday for machinery to be reinstalled to achieve what they say would be more reliable election process. Mailing services in Oregon will be consolidated to Portland this year, resulting in the dismantling of automatic postmarking machines in Southern Oregon. Now, mail cannot be postmarked until it reaches Portland or is stamped manually. According to Jackson County election official Chris Walker, mail in ballots must be postmarked by election day or they will be considered invalid. Additionally, if the ballot is not received back at the local election office within 7 days of an election, it will be considered invalid. The union voiced concerns that ballots discovered around Election Day could face validity complications in transit, and that these concerns were confirmed during May's primary election. Union President Jeremy Schilling said, You could still be doing everything in your power, bring it to the post office, have me stamp it at the front desk, and I'll put it in the outgoing mail. But it's going to go to Portland. And when we track this data, in the primary election, there were still ballots that did not return until a week or so later. The Postal Worker Union is rallying to bring light to how the lack of automated postmarking and extended transit time could impact November's general election. Wow, what a way to mess things up, huh? So here's something for you. And this was sent in by a community member. And they said, if only half of this is true, we're screwed. And it says something for fact checkers to look at. Please tell us it's wrong. Things voters should know only as the swamp. I haven't vetted all of the items below, but a casual look showed at least 90% of the sample to be correct. Yes, the governor of Michigan used to work for George Soros. Yes, Governor Gavin Newsom is Nancy Pelosi's nephew. Yes, Adam Schiff's sister is married to one of George Soros' sons. Yes, John Kerry's daughter is married to Mullah sons in Iran. Mullah, Mullah. Yes, Hillary's daughter, Chelsea, is married to George Soros' nephew. What is it with the Soros family? They marry everybody. Yes, ABC's news executive producer Ian Cameron is married to Susan Rice, Obama's former national security advisor. Yes, CBS President David Rhodes is the brother of Ben Rhodes, Obama's deputy national security advisor for strategic communications. Yes, ABC News correspondent Claire Shipman is married to Jay Carney, former Obama White House press secretary. Yes, ABC News and Univision reporter Matthew Jaffe is married to Katie Hogan, Obama's former deputy press secretary. Yes, ABC President Ben Sherwood is the brother of Elizabeth Sherwood, Obama's former special advisor. Yes, CNN VP Virginia Mosley is married to Tom Nides, former Hillary Clinton deputy secretary. Now you know why no one is investigated. They all have their hands in the cookie jar. You might remember James Comey, who investigated the Clinton email scandal and the Clinton Foundation and made the final decision to not recommend prosecution by the DOJ. It turns out that the Clinton Foundation was audited by the law firm DLA Piper. One of the executives there was in charge of the Clinton Foundation audit. Who was it? Peter Comey, James Comey's brother, Peter Comey, had an executive position with the Washington law firm that did the audit of the Clinton Foundation in 2015. Peter Comey was officially DLA Piper Senior Director of Real Estate Operations for the Americas in 2015. When the Clinton Foundation scandals first broke and Hillary was preparing for her presidential campaign, not only was DLA Piper, the firm where Comey's brother worked, involved in the audit of the Clinton Foundation, but according to the foundation's donor records, DLA Piper was given between $50,000 to $100,000 to the foundation. It gets even cozier. DLA Piper executive Douglas Emhoff is taking an extended leave of absence from the firm. Well, there's a surprise. Who is Douglas Emhoff? He is the husband of Kamala Harris. What the fuck? Just a coincidence? Absolutely not. Amazing if it is. You can't make this stuff up. Another example of the DC swamp, and it only gets worse. This family tree will make your head spin. The swamp is deep. Dominion serves 40% of the U.S. market, and it is in 30 states. The state of Texas rejected the machines. Admiral Peter Nephew, is on Biden's transition team. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Nephew was the president of the board of Smartmatic. Smartmatic is another machine entered into an agreement with Dominion in 2009. Smartmatic counted votes in Venezuela. Makes sense. Smartmatic is connected to Philippine voter fraud. And Smartmatic is run by Lord Mark Malek Brown, who works for George Soros. Soros and Brown are lifelong friends. Brown chairs the boards of a number of nonprofit boards, including the Open Society Foundation. Brown chairs the Center for Global Development. Open Society, of course, is owned by George Soros. Smartmatic partnered with DLA Piper Global. Douglas Emhoff works at DLA Piper Global. Douglas Emhoff is Harris's husband, who owns Dominion. Blum, B-L-U-M, Capital Partners LP. Guess who is on the board of the company? Richard Bloom, B-L-U-M. Richard Blum is Dianne Feinstein's husband. Pelosi's husband is also a major investor. An aide to Pelosi, Nadeem El-Shami, was hired by Dominion, and it goes on and on. Dominion Voting Systems is listed on the Clinton Foundation website. Dominion is listed as a $25,000 to $50,000 donor to the Clinton Foundation in 2014 by the Washington Post. Georgia Governor Kemp used Dominion after Texas and Florida rejected them. Dominion has a lobbyist named Jared Thomas. Jared Thomas was Governor Kemp's chief of staff and press secretary from 2012 to 2015. You must remember that the Feinstein, Kavanaugh, Soros connections to understand this next information. Deborah Katz, K-A-T-Z, Christine Ford's lawyer, worked for Soros at the Open Society Foundation. Deborah Katz also worked at the Project on Government Oversight, POGO. POGO is funded by Soros. POGO is the co-signer of the letter Dianne Feinstein represented against Kavanaugh's nomination. Harris did not prosecute One West Bank for their fraud when she had the authority. Soros owned One West Bank. Now you know why a woman who placed 7th in her own state when running for president is now the leading Democratic candidate. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Good God. That's a lot to take in. No shit. Wow. Now, here's something from a community member. She said, oh my God, gluten-free Oreo cookies. Found them on Amazon. Walmart also carries them because I buy them every month for Gavin. And here's something else from a community member. Berkshire Hathaway Buffet sold off 49% of its holdings in Apple, another big sell-off that they have done. This should telegraph to everyone what is coming. He's getting cash to buy the crash. Hope everyone is watching and preparing. Also, I heard that Bezos just lost a whole bunch of money too in the stock market. Yeah. And here's an email from a community member. She said, all this week I tried to order groceries through Amazon. I have no transportation. Same girl, same. It's cheaper to pay the $4.99 a month for grocery delivery, 35 minimum order to use Lyft or Uber. I placed 5 orders last week and many items I ordered were out of stock. Nothing new. She said, so I did not get them. 3 entire orders were out of stock on all items. My little conspiracy theory brain begins to hum. Friday, I had the same situation, out of stock. Yesterday too, and today, same thing, out of stock. How was Amazon out of saltines? And well, I guess you're like me then. I live on saltines. Especially if I'm sick to my stomach, I eat saltines and drink ginger ale. I've been doing that since I was a kid. And hamburger meat at the same time. How is it out of cupcakes and fresh carrots too at the same time? I couldn't even get my Oreo cookies. Woe was me. She said, I cannot believe Amazon is out of stock for carrots. Who runs out of saltines? And no 3-pound package or 3-pound chub of hamburger meat. I'm thinking it's time to go to the speed of light with my canning everything and get my hands on and stock up more and be more alert. Maybe I need to get an extra canner and spare parts for it. Walmart has a Presto for $78. No gauge, only the weight. I only use the weight. I don't use the gauge. Yeah. I stopped using the gauge. I only use the weight. The jiggler thing. Yeah, exactly. It works well, and I have one. I'm getting another one. Yeah. You know what? I do Kroger delivery. Google it and see if you can get Kroger delivery in your area. I pay $35 for the year and you get free delivery. The $35 covers you for the entire year for delivery, and you can order from them every single day and they'll just deliver. And that's how I get my groceries, because I either go through Kroger or Sam's Club. Yeah. Because I buy in bulk, like with my toilet paper and paper towels and stuff like that. And like with Kroger, they have digital coupons. And what was it, 2 weeks ago? With all of their digital coupons, because you can get a lot of stuff for free from them, I put in a $125 order and I got it absolutely free because of all their digital coupons. So you might want to check out Kroger. Yeah, just saying. I mean, they're awesome and their prices are really good too. Yeah. So she goes on to say, I have canning lids and some jars. I need rings. Who was selling them now that I saw? And I was surprised that I saw them. Where the heck was I? And I was just like, why are they selling jars now? Oh my God. And it was the Pure, the Pur. Oh my God. Big Lots. Yes. So if you have Big Lots, check them. She said, for some reason, most of mine have rusted. I know, I go through the same thing. Yeah. She said, and I'm cautious about using them. They were stored in the basement and there was a massive leak from the water heater and many things were ruined, including the lids and the rings. Where can I buy decent rings? Check Big Lots, like I said. Also, I mean, I know with the Amazon, but I get a lot of mine from Amazon. And the link is actually in the description box below of the canning jars that I've been buying from Amazon. When I tell you, girl, they're good. Okay. And no, they're not some name brands. They're good. Okay. And I use them for like a lot of like my water bath canning and stuff like that. Okay. They're good. They truly are. Um, she said, I'm not storing jars with rings on them. I have used some of the rusty rings. Have you just tried, not for nothing, but you know, Coca-Cola gets rid of the rust. So have you tried just soaking them in some Coca-Cola? Mm-hmm. She said when they were difficult to remove some of the jars, I have the lids, I need the rings. I'm also thinking of getting some Harvest Guard. I've used Harvest Guard, and to be honest with you, I don't know. Maybe it was just because uh, they were garbage to me. I threw them all out. Yeah, I did. I threw all of them. Just gone. She said, I like the company and the owner is very nice, respectful, and we'll talk to customers. He even answers the phone sometimes. He's a veteran. I understand that. I didn't like the lids. Yeah, they were garbage to me. I don't know. And then she goes on to say, Lyft has a program for seniors and low income people to provide transportation to doctors and pharmacies and grocery shoppings and food banks. I know they do. I cannot find any contact information to find out where to call for information on qualifying for this program. Maybe if you just download the app, it'll show you there. I don't know. She said the Lift Up program is mentioned in many places. They have a website. Google it. I don't see where to apply for this or how to contact Lyft. Can anyone help? I can't because I don't do Lyft or Uber. But if you have the app, look and see if it's on there. Or sometimes if you, because I know like my sister uses it, and Medicaid was paying for her Lyft and her Uber to get her back and forth to her doctor's appointments. So if you have Medicaid or Medicare, uh, see if maybe they can point you in the right direction. But I can't. But maybe somebody in the community can. Yeah. I'm sorry. I love you. Okay. I'm out of here. Okay. I will see you guys in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.